everyone, happy Friday to each one of you watching. I hope your day is going fantastic. Soon the two of us are going to take off. We're going to a restaurant for Stacey's birthday with her side of the family. We're going to celebrate her birthday. Mwah. Thank you. He said happy birthday. We're starving, but we wanted to quickly make this video for all of you before we take off because we really care about y'all. So before we start, I wanted to go and give you my word of wisdom. Good things come with time. One day, you will arrive to that place that you've always wanted to be at. So just have patience. Okay, so our story for today, well, one hot, scorching summer afternoon. It was a lazy day. Trees lined this quaint little block with these pretty medium-sized homes that stood in a line. And the homes were really nice. They were all the same, very well kept. And there was nothing moving. The trees weren't moving, not the wind, because it was a hot day, obviously. So there's one house, a young blonde-haired woman walks out of the house carrying a small backpack to her car, opens the door, and tosses that backpack in. Another woman following her goes over, gets in, and they shut the doors. You see the car shake a little bit, and they start to back away. That driver, the blonde-haired woman, her name is Nicky. And the other woman sitting in the passenger seat, her name is Natalie. And she has brunette hair, and the two of them, what's the story of these two? Well, the two of them were placed together as roommates their freshman year back in their college days. And they looked at each other a little awkwardly, who are you? And oh, they became best friends. All throughout the 4 years, they partied together, they were in the sororities together, were great with school. They had different careers that they took, but they were a great support system. They pushed each other, encouraged each other, and both graduated. Each one got a job and went their separate ways. And contact with each other, faded a little bit, but thankfully to Facebook and Instagram, where they were able to keep in touch with each other. Well, that day, the two of them got back together, finally after so many years, and they were taken off to a nearby lake where it was cooler out to meet some college friends. So they were both thrilled, laughing, talking about memories. They backed out, and they started driving. Nicky, the driver, grabbed her drink and took a swig, and Natalie took notice. It was some red, loud color can that said clean energy, and it said USANA. So suddenly all the ideas came flooding to Natalie's head. When they were separated on Instagram and Facebook, Natalie noticed that Nicky from time to time would post things about strange, odd events with USANA, some business stuff. She saw posts all the time, the pictures and the products and all of that she supplied to the world. And so Natalie didn't really ask anything yet. She didn't say anything of it, but she thought that she would talk to her later. So as they're sitting in the car, Natalie noticed that drink. She kind of kept it to herself, like what I mentioned, and she has her own cup of water, her bottle of water, as Nicky started drinking her energy drink. And they're chatting, they're talking about old times, laughing with one another, laughing to tears almost, cracking up, and all of a sudden their conversation shifted to health. And they started talking about, their friends, what have happened, different things, health issues that have come up, and the stories they've heard. And Nicky told her, you know what, here's my iPhone, why don't you go ahead and take a free health assessment? It's the health assessment is for your health. And Natalie kind of looked at that and was like, oh, that's kind of strange, because I plan to actually go to make an appointment soon to get a health assessment. And I have to go to the doctors and do a copay and all that, but I was planning on doing that. And Nicky's like, you know what, get it for free, try it on my phone. And so she said, sure. So there Natalie goes, and she starts clicking on the link that says, how healthy are you? And she's clicking and answering all these questions, and times are going by, and it keeps prompting these questions. They're funny questions, they're good questions, it's easy, it's fast, and it was a great app. And at the end, all of a sudden, all the health assessment or the health results popped up on the screen. And Natalie was kind of curious, so she went online and Googled immediately www.usana.com and kind of researched that company a little bit more while Nikki was still driving, trees passing by. And Natalie browsed through and started reading and wanted to see who the founder was. Kind of curious of this company, and found that Dr. Myron Wentz was the actual founder, and she read up on him and Wikipedia'd all about him and was fascinated with his story. And how much time passed? No one knows. But finally, Natalie looked up and noticed that the trees were starting to look different. They were more green and they were starting to sway in the wind a little bit. So she knew they were nearing the lake to a much cooler place to meet with their old friends, to have that good time and get together. So now we want to let you know, if you're curious about your health, if you want to take a health assessment to learn more about yourself and what's available out there for you, go ahead, look at our website. We have a bunch of questions, and it says, "How healthy are you?" on the top for a tab, and you can click that. Have a great day.